hours late. Who knows when they will arrive, with this storm brewing. Oh, the best laid plans of mice and Meg. The heavens! Must you continually sneak up on me while I'm thinking? It's terribly upsetting. I told you to wait downstairs until I called for you.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I must talk to you. Oh, the monster is getting restless and I cannot control him much longer. Oh, the last time he was like this, he broke his chains and tore the door off the hinges.
I'm doing the best I can. Oh, the burden of a reputation. Oh, grandfather, why did I ever find your laboratory notes and embark on this hideous career? Look at this face, Igor. Once I was young and happy. Now I am lined with furry wrinkles.
Oh, your grandfather Frankenstein was a great man. How often my grandfather spoke at their work together. Sneaking out at night, digging up graves, cutting and sawing, out in the muck and the mire, looking for just the right part. Yuck! I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yes, I know all the stories well. My grandfather created a monster out of men, an indestructible creature. The only problem was the monster's brain, thanks to your grandfather.
Oh, but Grandfather Igor can't be blamed. He couldn't read. How did he know the brain he stole from the university laboratory was the brain of a dimwit?
He should have recognized a comrade.
Such a wonderful night. On just such a night, the creature was born. Lightning was its mother, and it gave it power of 100 men. How proud our grandfathers were.
Enough reminiscing. We have plenty of problems of our own, trying to correct the mistakes of the past. The brain transfer machine is ready. We no longer have to operate to change the monster's brain. Using the fluorite crystal, the machine spins the brain into 1 billion particles and sends them through the air and then reassembles them in a new cranium.
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, Master. Oh, but when do we begin?
As soon as we find the right brain for the monster.
I know where there is a wonderful brain.
Where?
Here.
No.
Oh, but it's a perfectly good brain. I've used it for years.
There are brains and there are brains. I refuse to discuss it further.
Yes, Master.
Now, hopefully the right brain will arrive this evening. With all this lightning, we shall have added energy for the perfect transfer. I have advertised this castle as a hotel with all the travel agencies from Berlin to Los Angeles. I had expected a large supply of brains. But so far, only one group has made reservations. They will be here tonight. And with everything at readiness, I must use one of these brains tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. You must not call me Dr. Frankenstein anymore. I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer. Do you understand?
Yes, Doctor. Oh, Baron, I've been meaning to ask you. We have no servants here. How can we run a hotel without maids and bellhops and goods?
Sample, you will do it.
But But I do everything. I cook the meals, I fetch and carry all day, I have to clean the machine, and then I have to watch the monster all night. And now you want me to room service and carry tourist baggage? This is too much. I quit.
Wait, you don't understand. If one of our guests is chosen for the honor of the brain transfer, then you will be in the perfect position to plant the crystal on him. You know I have not yet learned to focus the rays of the machine. I have placed one crystal on the creature, and this one must be placed on the body of the victor's subject, whose brain is to be transferred. I cannot succeed without your help. Do not desert me in my hour of need. I will be lost without you.
There, master. I won't leave you. How could you think of loyal, hard-working Igor?
Very well. Go get the rooms ready. Our guests should be arriving shortly. A family of American tourists. Quickly, mix another sedative. We do not want him frightening our guests. Use the good whiskey tonight. Perhaps we should be grateful he hid in the brewery the last time he escaped. He's so much easier to sedate now. Make sure those chains are secure. The energy transfer may be more violent than we had calculated. And we do not want him running around the countryside, mauling the villagers. Oh, grandfather! Grandfather! Do you hear your creation moaning for relief? I, Baron Henry von Frankenstein III, shall correct your mistakes. I shall perfect your creation and end the failures of the past. I shall remove the curse of the Frankensteins.
It is ready, master.
Good. Get him quiet as soon as you can, and make sure those chains are secure. He is gaining in strength every day. Here, take these. And now, if the storm will hold until they arrive.
Henry, darling! But you look surprised to see me.
Natasha Nabrinsky!
Ah, you haven't forgotten me, darling. It is so good to see you again. The Carpathian Mountains are so lonely and quiet like a mausoleum. Don't be silly, darling. Put that cross away. I've been taking treatment at the Van Helsing Health Clinic in Budapest. I drink nothing but cranberry juice. But I must admit, I've not given up my desire for adventure, excitement, romance. But what is this? Make reservations for 5. Julius T. Woodknocker and family, Stowe. Arriving October 3rd. See World Travel Agency, Manhattan, New York. But darling, what does this mean? Who is Julius T. Woodknocker and family?
I have gone out of the monster business. I have decided to turn this castle into a vacation paradise.
Wonderful. All this place needs is some new blood. It's all in expression, darling.
What are you doing here anyway? I thought I told you the last time I saw you, I wanted nothing more to do with you or your husband. By the way, where is the Count?
I'm leaving Vlad again. I'm tired of him flying night after night after some new young thing. He's made a fool out of me for the last time.
Maybe if you settled down, he would too. Your leaving him is ridiculous. You were meant for each other. You always go back to him, so why leave him in the first place?
It is not ridiculous. I'm tired of sitting at home, waiting for him to drop me a morsel of attention. I'm not going to be the fat in his belfry any longer. My trunk will be arriving shortly. His old one I got in Egypt last summer is simply beautiful.
But my guests!
Henry, stop! I don't like to be pushy, but I don't like being refused anything. You escaped me once and I forgave you. But if you don't give me a room, I shall fly around and frighten all of your guests out of your hotel. And there will only be me and you left.
That's blackmail.
Of course. Do you still have that bumbling idiot with you?
Yes, and he has good reason to remember you too.
It was really harmless, Henry. I was only trying to torment Vlad with jealousy. You escaped me with your trickery, and Igor was available.
But Igor? How could Vlad suspect Igor?
I was desperate. I had to take what I could get. Vlad is so jealous, he'll believe whatever he thinks he sees. But I assure you, if you do not give me a room, you and Igor will suffer more than any man has ever suffered.
All right, but don't mingle with the guests.
I promise to think about it.
Oh, Master! Master!
Hello, my little girl. My, how you haven't changed.
What is she doing here?
Oh, she just flew in for a little visit. There's nothing to worry about.
Because of you, I was beaten, and the dogs were set on me. I was chased over half of Transylvania. I swore revenge!
Now, you beast! Henry, I warn you, keep it in control! I will not restrain myself next time! Now, beast, show me to my room, and when my truck arrives, bring it up!
Welcome to Hotel Frankenstein. I hope your visit will be enjoyable. May I introduce myself? I am Baron Henry von Frankenmeyer, your host.
Julius T. Woodknocker here, and this is Mrs. Woodknocker and all my little Woodknockers. My card.
I'm very tired. May I sit down?
Swell joint you have here. Early gargoyle. By the way, what do we eat? I want some scrambled eggs, and some poached eggs, and some fried eggs, and some medium boiled eggs, and some roast beef. Medium, rare, well done, and overdone. By the way, do you have any stewed prunes?
Oh, I suppose so.
Well, give them some black coffee. That'll sober them up. Now, there's one thing you've got to get straight around here. I've come here for rest and relaxation. I've got a terrible case of nerves, and I've got to have quiet. I said quiet!
Bob's really shaken up in Paris. He got caught in the elevator at the Eiffel Tower and had to ride up and down 3 times before they let him off.
I never had such a bad case of seasickness since Seabiscuit lost a fifth race at Hialeah. Woo-hoo!
Very amusing, Mr. Woodknocker.
Not half as amusing as he thought it was.
Ha! My better half. She has all the modesty, poise, and ill humor of the family.
Don't push me, Julius. This is not the place to bring out family histories. Remember your nerves.
She doesn't think I'm funny. Hey, Junior, what would you take to jump in and open a manhole?
Just the cover charge.
Well, drop in sometime.
Sewer!
Well, I guess we cleaned that up pretty good.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. And don't let it happen again.
Julius, can't we ever take a trip or have a night out without you going through these antics? I swear you do this just to embarrass me. Mr. Frankenmeyer.
You can call me Henry.
Henry.
Let's not get too personal here.
Henry. My husband has been in vaudeville since he was young. Very young. And over the years, he has forgotten the difference between reality and the play. Now he claims he's suffering from insomnia and nerves. In actual fact, for the past 20 years, he's been trying to drive me to a nervous breakdown. I'll apologize now for anything that may happen later.
Hello, this is room service. Ice water in 318. Where did you get it? Oh, if you want some, that's different. You have any ice? Neither do I. Tell you what you do. Get some onions. That'll make your ice water.
Very good, Mr. Woodknocker. Now, there seems to be only 4 of you.
That's pretty good, too. With a little bit of practice, you can hardly count to 10.
Oh, Julius, we've had enough comedy for one evening.
What I mean, sir, is that the travel agency fired that there would be 5 of you.
Oh, that would be our 5th wheel, Mrs. McGonagall. Mrs. McGonagall. She refuses to come in here. She thinks this place looks like something out of a monster movie. She's out in the car. She may look like an idiot, and she may speak like an idiot. But don't let that fool you. She is an idiot. Ruth, perhaps you can go out there and see if you can get Mrs. McGonagall. She was looking at herself in the rearview mirror.
I frightened it away.
It must have got a good look at you.
My screaming frightened it away.
This is Mrs. McGonagall, our housekeeper and traveling companion. Any resemblance between her and a living person is purely an accident.
Julius, I'm warning you. Now calm down, Mrs. McGonagall. Whatever it was didn't hurt you. I think you've just got yourself into an anxious state of mind with this long trip up the mountainside and the appearance of this place and this coming storm. You just need a good rest.
Oh, I'll not stay the night in this place. I'd be too frightened to close my eyes. Who knows what might be lurking in the corners or under the bed?
I could say something there about.
I'm sure you'll feel differently once you've refreshed yourself.
Of course, Mr. Frankenheimer.
That's Frankenmeyer.
Oh, well, how much are the rooms?
How much? Well, I hadn't thought of that. Would the $20 be too much?
$20? That's outrageous! I'll not pay it. Grab your bags. We're leaving now. Well, come on.
Now you're talking.
Julius, we're not going anyplace tonight. We have reservations and we're staying. If you want to find another place tomorrow, fine. I'm not budging tonight.
No, you can't go. These roads are very dangerous at night, especially with the storm coming in. We can reach a settlement tomorrow, which I'm sure will be agreeable to all of us.
He's done this before. Most people, when they travel, expect to spend money, but not him. When we arrived at our hotel in Paris, he grabbed his bags, stormed out of the room, and for 5 hours we walked all over that city with our bags, only to find ourselves back in the same hotel.
Well, that was the principle of the thing.
Oh, I'm principled out. I'm tired. Miriam's tired. And Junior's run off somewhere. If you want to spend the night out there in the lobby on your bags, that's your affair.
All right, we'll stay.
Where's Junior?
Junior? Where's Junior?
Junior! Junior!
Here I am, Mom. Hey, Pop, this place is swell. Sure would be a peachy place for murder.
Junior?
Well, it would.
I'll have you shown to your rooms. I'll then prepare something for you to eat and have it brought up to your rooms. I'm sure you must be famished after your long journey.
You come out there, or I'll have Mrs. McGonagall take every bone in your body.
Don't do it, Pop.
Stop! Stop! This harmless creature is the bellboy. Come on, Igor. Come out, boy. Good boy. Good boy. He is as harmless as a puppy dog. echoes through the lower halls, but there's nothing to be frightened about. They always stay below in the dungeons.
Dungeons? Oh boy, can I see them, Pop? No!
They're all locked and sealed shut. No one has been in them for years.
Say, mister, does this place have secret passages leading from room to room?
I don't think so.
That's enough, Junior. You can explore later.
Gotcha, Pop.
Igor will show you to your rooms.
Now be careful of that trunk outside. It's got all the costumes in it. And without my costumes, I'd have to play Lady Godiva. I haven't the equipment for it.
Walk this way.
He said it, Ruth, not me.
Not a suitable brain among them all. But I suppose I must make do. There's no time to get another. Solve this lightning. The energy in the machine will be ready at 11 o'clock. I will give the crystal to Igor, and then he will place it on... Which one? The boy? Not old enough. Mrs. McGonagall? Never. Not Mrs. Woodknocker or the girl. There is only one choice, unfortunately. Mr. Woodknocker! Oh, no. As soon as the crystal is planted, we will sedate him, and then at 11 o'clock, my monster will have a new brain. Oh, the thrill of it! Answer the door. Whoever it is, get rid of them, and then keep an eye on our guests. We don't want to lose any of them. I must recheck the instruments.
Oh my. Get rid of them, he says. I should have made them carry this in first. Fetch and carry. Fetch and carry. Oh, someday I'll get my revenge. When they want something, I won't get it. Ooh, there he is. If I could get my brain transferred into the body of the monster, I would be the most powerful man alive. Ooh. When the doctor gives me the crystal, I will keep it for myself. I will be the master here. My wonder brain and the monster's wonderful body.
Hello, Mr. Igor. What are you doing?
Fetch and carry.
Hey, that looks like a mummy case. Whose is it?
I guess.
I wonder if there's anything in it. Can I see?
No, don't touch it. I'll get in trouble, and I have all the trouble that I need.
Oh, darn. Nothing but a little dirt. Well, this place has some possibilities. Now, if I were a secret passage, where would I be? Nope. Nope. Aha, the fireplace! There's always something in the fireplace! Not here. There you are, you little devil! I knew this place had to have a secret passage somewhere. I'll bet this leads to every room in the castle.
But I must see the doctor. It's very important. It's a matter of life or death. But the doctor's in the middle of an important experiment. He cannot be disturbed.
But he must be disturbed. I will not leave until I see him. I only have one night left. Tomorrow is the full moon.
The full moon?
Yes. Yes. Yes! The full moon!
You mean the full moon?
That's what I said. Must I keep repeating myself? I'm Sir Lawrence Talbot III. Oh, so you've heard of me. I'm not bad. I have wants, needs, feelings. When the full moon rises over the mountains, I turn into a hairy beast with jagged teeth and a thirst for blood. Go get the doctor. Full moon, full moon, oh my.
Mr. Frankenmeyer, Mr. Oh, excuse me, I thought you were Mr. Frankenmeyer.
That's quite all right, miss.
I'm Miriam Woodknocker.
Lawrence Talbot.
Pleased to meet you. Are you a guest here also?
I guess. Yes, I suppose I am.
I know this is going to sound somewhat forward, but do you play tennis by any chance?
Tennis?
Well, you see, I came to ask Mr. Frankenmeyer where the tennis courts were so that I could practice in the morning. And if you play by any chance, well, perhaps maybe we could play a game of doubles with my father and brother. Oh, they're very good, though. They won the doubles trophy at the Oak Hills Country Club last summer. Father hates clubs, especially country clubs. But he's decided that since he spent so much money to join, he might as well do something to get his money's worth. And he is such a simply wretched golfer. Well, tennis, of course, seemed to be his only possibility. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to dominate the conversation. I just get tired of talking to no one but my family all day.
Not at all. Your conversation is delightful, really.
Well, thank you. But I'm afraid it's true. Ever since I came on this trip with my family, I haven't had a chance to speak to anyone. And I don't speak French or German.
I speak English like a native. I lived in England for many years.
Oh, I love England. The culture and the history. And someday I'd love to go to London. We didn't get a chance to go there this time because Father had been there recently on tour in a play shortly after he married my mother.
Oh, your father's an actor.
Actually, he's a comedian. He's pretty ordinary at home and not too much different from most fathers, but it's when he's in public. He turns into the most outrageous characters, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I suppose I do. Oh, when will this torment end?
Are you all right, Mr. Talbot? It's only a little storm.
Yes. It's only a storm.
Well, anyway, my mother used to be a dancer in my father's company until he made her retire. And I think she regretted it then and probably still does. Father, well, he hasn't been feeling very well lately. Nerves and insomnia. So the doctor suggested a trip, but he hasn't been feeling much better. He gets seasick at the mention of a ship, and the ship we were on sat so high in the water we started rocking from side to side, standing still in the dock.
That's quite amusing.
Well, Father didn't really think so. But anyway.
You know, I don't think I've laughed for years until this very moment.
Mr. Talbot, I believe.
Yes. And you are?
Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Frankenmeyer? Oh, I see. I must speak with you, Mr. Frankenmeyer.
Oh, please, don't let me disturb you. Well, I'd love to see you again, Mr. Talbot. You're very interesting to talk with. Oh, Mr. Frankenmeyer, where are the tennis courts?
Tennis courts? Oh, well, I will have Igor string some netting up tomorrow morning in the garden.
Oh, thank you. See you later, Mr. Talbot.
No, please call me Larry. And I would love to see you again. You made me forget my trouble.
Where am I going to get a net?
Don't argue, just do it.
Bye, Larry.
But, first, get something for the, Melvin.
Melvin? Oh,
Still playing with monsters, huh, Dr. Frankenstein?
Don't call me doctor. It's none of your business what I'm doing. What do you want?
I'll take a drink first.
Igor, a drink for Mr. Talbot. And I'll have one too. I have a feeling this is going to be a long night. Now, what do you want?
You obviously know who I am. I cannot go through another full moon like the last one. You don't know what it's like to go month after month, year after year, knowing that every time the moon changes, no matter where you are, what you're doing, you change too. Your body's racked with agony. They hunt you like a wild beast. Doctor, you must help me. That girl, I don't even dare to be friendly to her, let alone like her. Or anybody else, for fear that I might see the mark of my next victim in their hand. I can't go on this way. You must cure me.
Oh, that would be impossible. It would take months, perhaps years of study before I could attempt to cure.
Then kill me. You do the same for a mad dog. I can't go on this way.
Calm down! Calm down! Perhaps there is a way. It takes some time and some trial and error. But there are possibilities. I will strike a bargain with you. If you will help me with my experiment, then I will help you.
Yes, I'll do anything to be free from this curse.
Once you begin, there will be no turning back. Agreed?
Agreed.
Then let us drink to our partnership, to success,
to freedom.
Now, listen carefully. This is a 4-eyed crystal. It is very rare. It is the key to your future happiness. But you must make no mistakes.
Don't worry, I won't. What do you want me to do?
I was going to give this to Igor, but a man who is desperate will make certain that nothing goes wrong. This crystal focuses the rays of my brain transfer machine.
Your what?
I don't have time for details. You must have this crystal placed on the body of Mr. Woodknocker.
Woodknocker? Isn't that
The girl's father, yes. He's a little strange, but he is intelligent. And if my experiment works, I can retrain him as I want him. The energy from the machine is focused through the crystal. The brain is changed into a billion particles and sent through space. It takes several hours to build up the energy necessary to make the transfer. Once the machine is turned on, it is very dangerous until the energy is released. It will be ready tonight at 11 o'clock. You must have this crystal placed on the body of Mr. Woodknocker before then. If you are still in possession of the crystal, then your brain will be in the brain of the monster, and the monster's brain will be in you. You have just 1 hour. Do not fail.
Let me get this straight. You're gonna steal some poor man's brain for your monster? I feel strange. No, the full moon isn't until tomorrow.
Talbot. The sedative! Igor, you idiot!
You called?
Mr. Woodknocker.
It's wonderful to see you again, but I have no one to blame but myself. Wonderful weather we're having. A little chilly, but it keeps the ice from melting.
Doctor.
Doctor? I'm doctor. Where's the horse? Ah! Just as I thought. Smoking too much.
Mr. Woodknocker, it's Talbot. He's fainted.
Don't tell me. I'll find him. Where? Oh, there he is. I can do nothing for this man. He's fainted. What he needs is a long ocean voyage. Meanwhile, I'm going to the garden. If he should recover, don't blame me.
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker, it may start raining and you'd get wet in the garden. Getting wet would not be good for your health.
So I get wet. If the sun were shining, I'd get sunstroke. You know, I have terrible insomnia. When the only cure for insomnia is phosphor with lots of gin to go in it. Oh, you know I stay awake at night trying to think of ways to go to sleep. And it doesn't do no good. And then I worry and I worry. That doesn't do no good neither. Then I think of other things. Take Florida. Take its climate. Take its birds. Take its alligator pears. Take all the alligator pears you want. I don't care. Do you know how they make alligator pears?
I don't have the faintest idea.
That's because you've never been an alligator. And don't let it happen again. Oh, insomnia! It's terrible! Oh, terrible!
That man is crazy. Perhaps I made a mistake. Now, what am I going to do with Talbot? I can't just leave him lying here. That's it. I'll put him in here until I can get Igor to remove him to the dungeons. Now to get Igor.
Boy, secret passages are mighty handy for finding out things. So, this is the Wolfman. And here's the crystal. Boy, I've got to find Puck. He'll never believe it. A real wolfman.
Goodness. Mr. Talbot? Larry? I don't believe it. The only man I've met on this whole trip, and I don't even get a chance to speak with him. Oh well. I suppose I'll see him in the morning. Hey! Maybe we'll forget tennis and go take a walk out there in the woods. Sit under the trees. Talk.
Have you seen your father, dear? I was talking to him about his behavior. I turned around and he was gone. Oh, I knew it was too good to last. He was being so nice and then he vanished. Then he came back in, he mumbled something about being the wrong character, changed his clothes and was gone again.
No, I'm sorry. I haven't seen him.
Oh, I just know he's wandering around. Probably bothering the hotel personnel. I mean, it's one thing to be crazy on stage and make people laugh, but to keep these antics out all the time off stage is just too much. He's embarrassed me almost every day of our married lives together, not to mention total strangers. Come to think of it, I haven't seen any other guests.
There is one man I've seen.
Oh?
He's very interesting looking.
When did you meet him?
When I was asking Mr. Frankenmeyer where the tennis courts were.
Oh, did he happen to mention where the bathrooms are? All I have is a pitcher of water and a bowl in my room.
No, I'm sorry, he didn't.
Well, there's nothing in the hallways upstairs. I'm going down this hallway to look. Don't stay out very long, dear. It's getting chilly. And these European hotels are terrible.
Mom,
Yes,
before
dear.
you go, do you mind if I ask you a question?
No, dear, what about?
Well, did you love Father when you married him?
Miriam, of course I loved your father. I still do very much. Do you think I don't?
Oh, I know you do. I just wonder sometimes. The way you're always arguing with him and he's doing everything he can to make you mad at him and aggravate you, and I just wasn't sure.
Well, I guess we do it so much we don't even know we're doing it. I don't even remember how we started. I guess we must look like we're the best of enemies. But your father has given me some wonderful years. I was part of his vaudeville act, a dancer. His brother hired me as a dance partner. And the night he hired me, he introduced me to your dad. He never forgave me for marrying Julius.
Oh, was it love at first sight? I mean, can these things really happen?
Well, I guess it certainly was a whirlwind romance. And I think a girl can meet a man and know it's Mr. Right for the first time. But I think it's better to know a little bit more about Mr. Right than I knew about your dad. There's less shocks and surprises that way.
I know what you mean. Hey, Mother, would you do me a favor? Would you try and overlook some of the things that Father does? And maybe he won't try so hard to aggravate you then.
Well, it's awfully hard to change overnight, dear. But I'll certainly think very hard about it.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you don't stay out.
Oh,
Good night, dear.
Good night. I won't stay too long. It is getting a bit chilly, you know. We'll take a walk in the morning, and then we'll eat dinner together, and go dancing out there on the terrace in the moonlight. Oh.
Fetch and carry, move the body from this box to that box.
Oh! Have you seen Mr. Talbot?
No.
If you do, could you please tell him that Miss Woodknocker is looking forward to playing tennis with him in the morning?
Oh, I never have any fun. No one asked me to play tennis. But when I get my brain into the body of the monster, I will have fun making life miserable for everyone else. Now, where is that crystal?
Ah, my dear Natasha, you don't know what it means to me to find another insomnia walking the dark and halls of night, looking for relief. Well, peace that never comes. So it's time to get up.
Oh, darling, I know how you feel. As soon as the sun goes down, my eyes are wide open.
I love the way you say, darling, darling, darling.
Oh, darling.
Yes?
My trunk is arrived.
Oh, I once knew an elephant that had a trunk. It was too small, so he sold it for $40. In fact, that looks like the trunk. Oh,
Isn't it beautiful, darling? I got it in Egypt.
oh, Egypt, you too, eh? Reminds me of a lady I once knew. She was fat and fair and 40. And her bank account wasn't too shabby either. She looked like the Prince of Wales. Not the old one, but the new one. And when I say Wales, I mean whale. I know what a whale looks like.
Oh, darling, you're so full of whimsy.
Oh, you saw it from over there, eh? I always get this way when I eat radishes.
Would you like a drink?
Never touch this.
I have have a terrible craving for a Bloody Mary.
Pop! I've been looking for you all over.
Well, look for me up in my room. If I'm not there, I'll be out in the garden, under the cabbage leaf.
Pop, this is serious. There's a man in that mummy case, and Dr. Frankenmeyer is really Dr. Frankenstein, and he's going to steal your brain with a machine that uses a crystal.
Why steal my brain when for $32.50, including tax, you can buy it? Let me smell your breath. Just as I thought. Lemonade again. Told you to lay off of that stuff.
But it's true, Pop. Look in the mummy case.
What was that? I'll try it again. You didn't tell me this was a music box. Maybe it'll play something else like Home on the Range?
It was terrible. The wind blew my window open and I was closing it and this large bat flew in. It was looking at me with beady eyes and a hideous grin on its face. Then it flew out again. I can't stand this horrible place.
Natasha, I told you.
Don't glare at me, Henry, darling. I've been here talking to Mr. Woodknocker. If it wasn't me, you know who it was.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
A huge bat flew into my room.
For a minute there, I thought it was Mother. Where is Mother anyway?
The last time I saw her, she was arguing with the wall.
She was looking for a bathroom, Father.
Oh, where did she go?
Well, down that hall over there.
Oh, these halls can be very dangerous if you don't know where you're going.
I'm not budging from this spot.
What are you doing back there?
Setting mouse-traps?
A far-fetched story. You have been waiting there to jump out at me and don't tell me you weren't.
Quickly, Igor, we must find Mrs. Woodknocker before...
That's Ruth! What was that?
Oh, mice!
Oh, that's not Ruth. Ruth doesn't like mice.
Quickly, Igor! No, you must not follow. These halls can be dangerous in the dark. Stay here.
Oh, Father.
This is the worst thing you've ever done to us. I'm coming, Mrs. Woodknocker. Maybe I'll wait here.
Pop, you've got to do something. He's still in the mummy case.
Who's in the mummy case?
Jen, the wolfman, of course. I'd open that box myself, but I don't have any wolfbane. Mrs. McGonagall, you open the box.
Oh, do no such a thing, Mr. Woodknocker. If there's anything in there, I don't want to see it.
I haven't...
Mrs. McGonagall!
Jen!
Oh, gracious, good evening.
Vlad, so my intuition was right.
My darling, I cannot live without you. I have to come.
A pretty story, but I don't believe it,
We will discuss it later. You must introduce us, my dear.
if you insist. This is Mr. Woodknocker and his son and daughter.
And this must be Mrs. Woodknocker.
Not in your wildest dreams.
This is my husband, the Count.
Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo, I presume.
Why, no. I am Natalie Carter from Transylvania. My castle is in the Carpathian Mountains, near the Borgo Pass.
Ha, never heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not. Have you ever heard of Cucamonga?
Oh, it's him. Those beady eyes. I know him anywhere.
Allow me to introduce myself to this vision of loveliness. I am Count Alucard from Transylvania. You remind me of the beautiful women of my country.
Oh, how do you do? I am sorry. For a moment you reminded me of... Oh, I'm sure it's ridiculous.
Oh, she's fainted.
Huh, seems to be contagious around here.
Henry, darling, look who has just arrived.
Oh!
You are not pleased to see me. But you must remember, wherever my beloved Natasha is, I am not far away.
Oh, Julius, it was huge.
She hasn't been this loving since she's been this loving. Woo-hoo!
It came out of the darkness and it was growling and shuffling and its eyes were aflame and its arms were outstretched like this.
That was just Mrs. McGonagall sleepwalking again.
Mr. Wood Doctor, I've been here all the time.
All right, Junior, Miriam, better take your mother to her room.
But Pop!
Forget about the man in the box.
Is the man in the box?
He knows, Pop.
Ixnay on the ox bay. I'll talk to you later.
Where's the crystal?
I couldn't find it.
Mrs. McGonagall, you better bounce out of here, too. Now, Mr. Frankenheimer.
That's Frankenmeyer.
Mr. Frankenheimer. What's going on here?
Why, nothing.
Nothing. Do I look like an idiot? No, don't answer that. I may look like an idiot, but I'm no dope. You've advertised this place as a nice, quiet retreat, and everybody's running around screaming. I can't take this. I'm a very sick man. I take red pills and blue pills, and pills to help me remember to take the pills, and there's a horse pill. Oh, by the way, here, have one.
You can't mean you take those pills.
Well, it's too small for a basketball, and I don't know what else to do with it. Oh, now, you must remember, I'm an insomniac, and I'm a very sick man, and I've got to have quiet. And don't forget it.
Why does this happen to me?
Henry, is that man a lunatic or is he one of your creations?
He is an American. Igor, get me a drink.
Oh, I have heard of Americans. Perhaps we should visit America someday. A fresh new country. Fresh faces. New blood.
And beautiful men.
My jealous darling, Natasha.
Of what should I be jealous? A silly woman who screams at bats?
You know I love only you. You are the moon of my night. And without you, I'd be doomed to fly through the night, a lovelorn monster.
Monster? Oh, I completely forgot! The monster!
He's probably roaming the forest wreaking havoc and destruction as he used to do.
Quickly, Igor, get the shackles! My friends, you must help me. It's nearly 11 o'clock. We must have him back by then. Please, I need your help. Fly over the forest and see if you can see him. Igor and I will search the village and the brewery.
No, I will search the brewery. That.
Watch out for the tree on the left.
All I wanted was a brain.
Junior, where have you been all day? You look a mess.
I've been exploring. Mom, where's Pop?
Oh, he's asleep, dear. How did you get so dirty?
But Mom, it's almost 6 o'clock. He's been asleep all day. Can I go wake him?
Oh, no, dear. You know how furious he gets when he's awakened. Why, he didn't go to sleep this morning until after I got up. It's a wonder I got any sleep at all last night with all that racket. It sounded like a steam locomotive pulling into Grand Central Station, and your dad out in the hallway every 5 minutes shouting, "Quiet!" Finally, he put in his earplugs, and that helped, until the walls started shaking. This is certainly not my idea of quiet, restful retreat.
But Mom, I've got to talk to Pop.
Oh, why don't you talk to me? I've been alone this entire day. First thing this morning, Miriam stopped off with Mr. Talbot, out through the doors, down the garden, down the hillside, and I haven't seen Mr. Frankenstein all day. And Igor just comes out and in, never a beg your pardon. And I had the most tasteless lunch. Oh, did you have something to eat, dear?
I'm not hungry, Mom.
Well, you better dress for dinner. You look like you've been dropped through a coal bin.
Mom, do you mind if I ask you a question about what you saw last night in the hall?
Oh, it was just like your father said. It was my imagination. The dark hallway and the breeze blowing the candle out and the flash of lightning.
Was it about this tall?
Yes, yes, it was.
And about this wide?
Yes.
And high forehead?
Yes.
And a grin in his face and two silver things on his cheek?
Oh, Junior, you don't think...
No, I was just asking, Mom. I'm sure it's just your imagination.
Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Woodmaker. Junior, you haven't seen the Count, have you?
Oh, I haven't seen anyone.
Well, I couldn't sleep with all that racket last night, and I saw the Count pouring a large box into his room. It's right across the hall from me. I've been knocking at his door all day, but he doesn't answer. You don't suppose something's happened to him, do you?
You know, there's something strange about that Count.
Nonsense. I think he's charming.
Well, I think he's a gigolo.
What?
A gigolo, a guy that runs after women for their money.
You mean a gigolo.
Well, yeah, a guy that runs...
I know what it means. How do you know?
I read it in a book.
Well, I think he's charming.
Mr. Frankenmeyer, what happened?
Oh, well, I had a little problem with the boiler. But there's nothing to worry about. Have you seen Talbot?
Oh, he's been out with Miriam since early this morning. But I do hope to get back soon. Those clouds look threatening again.
Mr. Frankenmeyer, you haven't seen the Count, have you? He's still as a guest here, isn't he?
Yes, he's still a guest here. He sleeps a lot during the day. He's a night person.
Sounds like Pop.
Oh, it is getting dark again and starting to storm. I better find Julius to go get Miriam. I know something's happened to them or they would have been back by now.
Oh, I'm sure she is all right. I'm going out and look at the road.
How long have you lived here, Mr. Frankenmeyer?
I inherited this castle from my grandfather. Don't you have some place you need to be?
No.
What are you doing there?
I'm a junior detective of America, the great neck chapter. As we collect our evidence, we write it down. It saves time later when putting things together.
Evidence?
Evidence, you know, clues for solving murders, mysteries, robberies. What's that knocking?
Oh, knocking? I don't hear any knocking.
Are you all right, Mr. Frankenmeyer? You seem awfully nervous this evening.
Why, not at all.
Well, I heard my mother calling. I'd better go.
Henry, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as you're going to be. You had me out all night searching for that creature of yours. I come home to my room exhausted, and the sun is already beginning to rise. And when I get to my room, my box is not there. I search frantically for it, and that nincompoop Igor has left it down here. I barely have time to get in it, and when I open it, there is a man inside. I barely have time to roll him out and get in myself before the sun goes to the other windows. I was splitting had to get on top of it all. I broke a nail.
I'm sorry, but nothing seems to be going right. There was so much energy in the machine when we returned this morning that it nearly blew up. It was only a miracle that it didn't. We got back with the creature just in time. I have been working on it all day, trying to get it repaired and ready for tonight. And Talbot has gone with the crystal.
The crystal?
It's a critical part of the machine I was telling you about. I wish I had a recording of this so I wouldn't have to repeat it to everyone who walked in the room. Anyway, Talbot has gone with the crystal. Igor is acting strange. I can't trust anyone anymore.
Natasha.
If you will help me, I will do anything to make it up to you.
Well, darling, when you put it that way, how can I refuse you? What do you want me to do?
We must get the crystal planted on Mr. Hoodknocker. The machine is building energy again. This time I have set the automatic control so nothing will stop it. At 11 o'clock it will automatically switch brains. I will get the crystal and give it to you, and then you snuggle up to Mr. Hoodknocker and slip it in his pocket.
So then the man said, Madam, I'm terribly sorry that my son's toast has fallen in your lap. And if it should happen again, well, I'll just send the jam right along with it. Miller was absolutely furious.
Good evening, Mr. Talbot, Miss Hoodknocker.
Oh, hello, Mr. Frankenmeyer. Have you met the Countess, Larry?
No, I don't believe I have.
This is Countess Nabrinsky, and this is Mr. Talbot.
Charmed, I'm sure, Mr. Talbot. I have heard of you, but never did I think we would meet. Though I must say you look strangely familiar, as if we have already met.
I have heard of you also, Countess, and your illustrious husband.
Ah, young people are so happy together. I remember how it was to be young. I will be back before you are ready to proceed, Henry. I must take some exercise. Ah, the children of the night. What beautiful music they make.
Talbot, I must speak with you.
All right. Now, Miriam, I did have a wonderful day today, and I shall never forget it. Now, remember to wear that herb necklace that I gave you. You must never take it off.
But it has such an awful odor, Larry.
I told you it's a special herb to ward off evil.
You Europeans are so superstitious.
I know, but wear it anyway.
Talbot?
Yes. Now, I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you're eating dinner with my family. And then we're going dancing out there on the terrace in the moonlight.
Moonlight?
You men are all alike. Mention the word dancing and they practically fall apart. Now I'm going to go get dressed and I'll expect to see you here later.
Did you hear what she said? She wants to go dancing in the moonlight.
Don't worry about that. You have plenty of time before the moon rises. Now, give me the crystal.
I don't have it.
What do you mean you don't have it?
I mean, I don't have the crystal. I woke up this morning lying on the floor. I don't have the crystal anymore. I barely had time to look for it when Mary and her mother came in.
You find that crystal or I'll see you doomed.
Don't threaten me, Doctor. I'm in control of myself now. But in a few hours,
You find that crystal and I'll see that you don't have to worry about that. I have a sleeping potion that will put you out cold for the night. I'll lock you in the dungeon to make sure, but only if you find that crystal. Now get to it. Time is running out.
I'm not sure about this.
Oh, Count, your stories are so thrilling. Please tell me more.
Oh, gracious, good evening. Henry said we had other guests. Henry, you must introduce us.
This is Mr. Talbot, the Count Alucard, and this is Mrs. McGonagall.
Mr. Talbot, I have heard of you, but never
Did I think we would meet?
How did you know?
Just like that, yeah.
Yes, I was just telling Mrs. McGonagall about my castle in Transylvania. You must all come for a visit one day. We would have such fun. The wonderful rugged countryside. And I love to go hunting, the wolves with their fire eyes glowing in the night. And I love to fly through the cloudless nights above the twinkly lights of the villages, nestled in the crags and the valleys of the mountains.
You have an airplane? How thrilling. I've always wanted to learn how to fly.
Perhaps I might teach you one day. Come, my dear Miss McGonagall. We shall watch the moon rise above the rugged mountain peaks. It is such a wonderful sight to behold. It reminds me of my castle and its broken battlements.
Oh, Count, I'd love to see your broken battlements.
go through with this.
But we had a bargain.
Yes, but there's still a man's brains. Your monster's made from the bodies of dead men. That's hideous enough. But you're still a living man's brain?
But there is the mistakes of the past. And a dead man's brain has too much deteriorated tissue. Even when we operated, we damaged the cells and the tissues. But a complete reassembly of the cells and tissue. Think of it!
I can't. I didn't ask to be the way that I am. It's a disease, a curse. I don't willfully do this, but you're willfully doing evil.
Evil Schmeevil! You think that you are driven by a curse? Well, so am I. The curse of the unknown. The curse of the past. Preying on the future. Failure is my curse. But I will not fail again. If your heart is so weak at the thought of the sacrifice of one man for the advancement of science.
Advancement of science? Advancement of what science? Does it save lives? Does it make the world better?
I refuse to discuss it further. If you don't want to put the crystal on Mr. Woodknocker, I'll do it myself. But just get that crystal before the moon rises, or it'll be too late to do anything about your problem.
Oh, Master! Master! The machinery's overheated! All the dials are spinning and everything!
You touched something! I know it! I told you not to touch anything! Oh, why did this happen to me? I think I shall go mad! Find that crystal! Time is running out! Get away, you idiot! Go and tell Talbot finds the crystal!
Oh, it's not nice to treat people the way he treats me. I didn't touch anything. Ooh, he's gotten very mean lately. Maybe it's time I find a new master. How about you?
No thanks. I have enough trouble looking after myself. If it wasn't for your bumbling, we would have lost the crystal in the first place. You and your drug drinks.
I don't think I like you anymore. With all I know about you, I would have a fine tale to tell a certain young lady.
Silence, you fool! Don't you dare breathe a word about this to anybody! It will be your last breath! Help me find the crystal!
If I find it, I won't give it to you.
Looking for something?
None of your business.
We'll see about that, Mr. Igor. That's the man that was in the mummy case last night. He's the Wolfman. And he was with Miriam all day.
He doesn't look too wolfish to me. My son here tells me Wolf bit my daughter.
You must be Mr. Woodknocker.
I was the last time I looked.
Well, how do you do?
Everybody I can, thank you. I might as well be a drinking man. Wake up with a hangover anyway. Where's the porthole? Where's the porthole? Let's get down to brass knuckles.
What are your
Here.
signs on
Huh?
my sister?
My son here tells me that he's not a scoop wood knocker around the neck of the woods. He says something funny going on around here. Well, I feel see what it is.
Now, Mr. Talbot, if that's your real name, what are you doing here?
I'll ask questions here. Now, Mr. Talbot, if that's your real name, what are you doing here?
You'd better get busy. The doctor won't like it.
Another country hurt from. Have I seen you somewhere before?
I carried in your baggage.
I'm not sure I'm seeing you now. Must be not my age. Hey, you better feed it. How do I get a bum's rush, but put an egg in your shoe and feed it. Amp spray. Let's get rid of your naked poopery. Now, Mr.
Talbot.
Talbot.
son here tells me that something's funny going on here, but I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. You're looking for something.
How did
Something
you know?
you lost back here when you're just asleep. That's what happened.
What? How did you know?
When it's smaller than a bread box,
Mr. Woodknocker?
don't tell me. I bet it's small enough to fit in that face over there.
What?
Pop!
Where you put it, wasn't it?
Well, what did you tell him for?
Ha!
How did you know where it was?
Well, Scoop here overheard you and Mr. Frankenheimer or Frankenstein or Frankenmeyer. There must have been a convention around here. Anyway, while you were sleeping in that box over there, Scoop here pinched a little bottle.
So you know everything.
Well, I know Scoop's side of this boondoggle. What's yours?
Does it really matter?
Man. Sure it does. Everybody's got a right to a defense. But don't take too long. I'm only gonna be here for a week.
Well, what can I tell you that your son hasn't already told you?
Well, what makes you think I believe him? Well, he tells the truth as far as he knows it.
I have it all down here in my notebook. Talbot says to Frankenstein, I can't go on living like this anymore! You must kill me or kill me! Then the doctor says,
All right, I'll tell my own story, thank you. And then Mr. Woodknocker will walk out that door and you'll never see me again. Just don't tell Miriam. Tell her I have some kind of a terminal disease that never work out between us.
I'll be the judge of that.
You probably don't know me by my real name, Lawrence Talbot. But you have heard of the Wolfman. I am the Wolfman.
I told you, Pop.
You're a wolfman, huh? Huh. I've heard of you, but never did I think we would meet. Sounds like there's an echo in here.
I never asked to be a Wolfman. I've searched for years to try to find some kind of a cure, or at least some peace of mind. That's why I came here to see the doctor, to see if he could help me in some way. He said he would help me, but only if I helped him with his experiment. His experiment turned out to be a plot to steal your brain for some monster that his grandfather created. Using this crystal and some machine, he plans to switch your brain with that of the monster's.
I told you, Pop.
I agreed to help him, but only in the beginning. I'll have nothing to do with it now.
That's a fine story, Mr. Talbot. Seems to agree with what Scoop had to say.
What are you going to do with him, Pop?
You never kick a man lays down, son.
Here, take the crystal.
Don't give that thing to me, I don't want it. Give it back to Dr. Frankenstein or whatever.
I can't. He'll try to slip it to you when you're expecting it.
Let him try. That'll be the day when I can't bamboozle the likes of him. Besides, need a little bit of excitement.
But your nerves, Pop.
All my nerves take care of themselves. We got foul things around here.
We've got to hurry, Pop. I heard Frankenstein telling Igor that everything was set for tonight. All they needed was the crystal in place. I heard it from the secret passage down in the dungeons. I also saw the thing Mom saw last night in the hall.
Junior, you better get down there and put a monkey wrench in them works down there, wherever that is.
I'll try, Pop.
Now listen, Junior. Lady Godiva put everything she had on a horse. And all we got is you.
Don't worry, Pop. I know this place like the back of my hand.
Now, Mr. Talbot, who else knows about Dr. Flynn?
Well, Igor and me, I don't know of anybody else.
How about Alucard and Countess?
Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards. I hear they're extremely jealous and are constantly flirting in front of each other.
I thought she was all friendly. I thought that was because of my charms. Do you think they're part of this plot?
I don't know. If Frankenstein got desperate enough, he'd use anybody.
Well, knowing human nature as I do, I don't think Frankenstein's gonna do this thing. I'm gonna put my money on the count. I'm gonna have a good time tonight. Yeah.
Julius, I've been looking all over for you. You have to get dressed for dinner.
I am dressed.
Oh, you can't eat dinner like that.
Why not?
All I ask is that you dress halfway decently and not look like something the cat drug in. You bought 2 brand new tuxedos in Paris. I wanted you to wear one of them tonight.
Bought those monkey suits because they were on sale and because it fit. You don't mean I have to wear one. You don't have to wear one.
Julius, is it so hard for you to do something just once in a while to please me? Just don't embarrass me like you did on the boat.
Mother.
Oh, very well. Do whatever you please, Julius. I'll wait upstairs for you. Now, where's Junior? He's run off again.
He's doing an errand for me.
Oh.
That's the first argument she's given up in years.
She's trying very hard not to argue with you, Father.
Why not? What kind of a world would this be if we didn't have a little bit of discussion now and then? Well, Talbot, I'll see you when I think.
I never realized how much my parents argued until we came on this trip. Mother just hasn't learned that giving Father an ultimatum will not get her anywhere. Why, on the ship, when we were invited to dine at the captain's table and Father refused to wear his tuxedo. So, of course, Mother refused to be seen with him, then he just... What's the matter?
Nothing.
You liked all my other stories.
Nothing.
Don't be so gloomy. Did you have a nice day?
Yes.
Good. Because it's a wonderful evening and we're going to have a wonderful time.
Miriam, I have to be leaving. I can't stay.
Leaving? I don't understand. Why?
Excuse me, Miss Woodknocker. I must speak with Talbot. Don't have time for talking to her. Now, where's the crystal?
Here! Have it and go to the devil.
Don't be a goody-goody around me, Talbot. Now, has the Countess returned?
Oh, so that's who you're going to use. I figured as such.
Don't bother yourself about that. From the looks of you, you have a little problem of your own, and we'd better hurry. I'll send Igor up with the sedative. You'll have to be injected. I'll talk to you in the morning.
What was that all about?
Nothing. Miriam, you still have that that herb necklace?
Well, yes. As silly as it sounds, I have the thing. I have the thing right there.
Good. And remember, no matter what happens, we did have a wonderful day together. Not something we forget it.
A wonderful day? You're acting so strange. Come on. Come take a look at the mountain. Look at that moon!
Moon! Oh,
It's so full and bright. It's never like that at home. I guess the city lights detract from it a bit. Larry, let's go take a walk in the moonlight.
Ah! No! Get away!
Why are you
Where's Talbot?
I don't know. He turned into a wild man. What's going on here, Mr. Frankenmeyer?
Oh, I can't tell you everything. You wouldn't understand. He has a disease that affects him strangely.
Well, he needs us. We have to help him.
No, he's very dangerous when he's like this.
Well, somebody has to.
No, you must not.
But my darling, it was quite innocent. You did not have to swoop down on us like a red baron.
Stay away from me, you fleeting Casanova, or I'll scratch your eyes out.
Oh, Natasha.
Don't interrupt me when I'm arguing, Henry. The first chance he gets and he's off with some silly fool.
Look at this poor creature you have frightened to death.
Natasha, here is the crystal. We must get it on Mr. Woodknocker immediately.
I'm not interested in your little games anymore, Henry. Do your own dirty work.
Oh, but you can't be mad at Vlad. It wasn't his fault. Mrs. McGonagall's to blame. She was flirting with him, throwing herself at him. Vlad was merely being polite.
I don't believe you.
It's true.
Yes, it is true. I am just an innocent bystander.
Oh, Count, the things you say.
Innocent. Very well, Henry. I was able to restore.
Oh, thank you. And remember, I will do anything to make it up to you.
Leave it to me.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, one last check of the instruments. We can't be too careful.
What is going on with you two, my dear?
Nothing, my sweet. Henry is doing some sort of experiment and has given me this little crystal to hold for safekeeping.
He seems quite anxious. It must be important.
I haven't the faintest idea what it is for, but he did say it was important. Here, my darling, I will let you take care of it. You know how I lose things.
It looks like a diamond.
Yes, it does. Keep it close to your heart and don't lose it.
Oh, wonderful Natasha. Just as I would keep you close to my heart, you must forgive me for the past.
After tonight, there will be nothing to forgive. My sweet lad, Tempest Dracula.
Oh, my wonderful Natasha. You hear those words from your lips as music to my ears. I am at your feet.
Have to get through with her feet, you can start on mine. Oh, Natasha, you must fly away with me. Leave this stuffed shirt. Tell me that you love me.
Mr. Bootmaker, I hardly know what to say.
Well, I wouldn't know what to say either if I was in your shoes. Perhaps you could suggest something. In fact, you do suggest something. You suggest a baboon.
What?
I'm sorry. That's not fair to the rest of the baboons.
You might be angry. I'm a man of few words.
Well, I'm a man of one word. Scram!
Come, Natasha, let us go where we can be alone.
What? Are you still here? I don't know whether you know it or not, but there's one man too many in this room, and you're it. Natasha, it's just like the old story. Boy meets girl, Romeo and Juliet, Minneapolis and St. Paul. Oh, thought you was going to get me, huh? Hey, don't point that nose at me, it might go off. Ho, Now, at long at last. You know, I'd sit on your lap all night. Don't get up.
Oh,
Your eyes, they shine like the pants of a blue serge suit.
what?
There's no reflection on your eyes, it's on the suit. But you must tell me that you'll go away with me. We can find a bungalow. And you can be on the inside, and I can be on the outside trying to get them right. You can be on the inside, I can be on the outside. I'll be on the outside. If you don't hear from me by Friday, the whole thing is over. But you must tell me that you'll marry me.
Oh, Mr. Woodknocker, that would be bigamy.
Well, that'd be big of me, too. In fact, that'd be big of all of us.
Why, I never heard of such a thing. I'm going to tell Mrs. Woodknocker everything I've heard. I knew you were a cat all along.
What a strange bone. What are you going to do now?
What am I going to do now?
Oh, where did he come from?
He came from the fireplace, of course. Now, Natasha, I will meet you under the moon. Yes, you and the moon. You wear a necktie, so I'll know the difference. And while the clouds are circling around the moon, I'll be circling around you. Woo-hoo!
Pop, I heard Frankenstein telling Igor that he gave the crystal to the Countess.
Well, she's had every opportunity to give it to me, and she hasn't done it yet. What about the machine?
I can't get close. Frankenstein keeps on fiddling with the dials.
Well, you go there and take your chance. I've got to get Dr. Frankenstein up here somewhere.
I don't believe a word of it,
Hurry.
Mrs. McGonagall. My husband might be exasperating, but he's not unfaithful.
But I saw him. I heard him.
Oh, you said yourself you were coming out of a faint. Surely you must have misunderstood.
Well, if you don't want to take my warning, I shall leave. In fact, I'm going to pack my bags. I'm leaving for good. I've been frightened by bats, chased by heaven knows what, and for all intents and purposes have been called a liar. I'm going to visit the Count's castle. He's promised to show me his broken path.
Oh, what a mess this vacation has turned out to be. Looks like I'm deserted by everyone now.
Oh, excuse me. I did not realize the room was occupied.
The room isn't crowded. Come in.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Yukari from Transylvania. You remind me of the beautiful women of my country.
Oh, how do you do? I'm enchanted to meet you.
It is I who am enchanted. You have such a lovely neck, like a swan.
Oh,
You shine like the moon of my night, rising above the rugged mountain peaks of my beautiful country.
why, Count, you just met him. I don't think you should talk that way. We hardly know each other.
Such an evening was made for getting acquainted.
But I'm a married woman, Count, and I really don't appreciate those advances.
I meant no offense, dear lady. I am but a lonely traveler of the night, and you have reminded me of the beautiful women of my country. Please forgive me for my rashness. I am at your feet.
This is where I came in, you snake in the grass, you toad in the hole.
What are you doing here, Julius?
I've come here to protect you from this measure.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
Mr. Woodknocker, you have crossed me for the last time. I shall destroy you.
Are you a man or a mouse? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put a piece of cheese on the floor and find out.
What have you done to this poor man?
Every man must defend freedom, his country, mom, and apple pie. Not necessarily in that order, though.
What's going on down here? Oh, Count, what happened?
Mr. Woodknocker attacked me.
You horrible man!
What's going on in here?
What's going on in here? We're having a party. Do you know how to robot?
Yes?
Well, take a number between 1 and 10. That's right.
Get away from me!
Julius, darling, I have been waiting for you.
What does she mean, Julius, darling?
I told you there was something hanky-panky going on.
I might be guilty of the hanky, but not the panky. Nothing. She's just taken in by my charms.
Does he have the crystal?
Do you mean this crystal?
How did you get it?
Now I've got it. Ha
Get that crystal!
ha! No, wait. Ho ho!
Julius, what's going on? Get that back to them.
I'm not going to give you
Cut out this nonsense.
Here.
When this is a circus around here, I don't know what's happening.
Hey! What are we doing? We want him to have the crystal.
Ha. Well, Dr. Frankenstein, you thought you'd steal my brain, eh? Well, the jig is up.
Steal your brain?
Yes. Whoever had possession of this crystal would have their brain transferred with that of his monster.
Natasha, you gave the crystal to me.
It was only a joke, darling.
That's okay, Count. You can have it back.
Oh, master! The machine is going to explode! Ooh, that little boy!
When your mother and I got married, we expected to have children. That's my consolation when you came around.
That's my pop.
Take care of your sister, son.
Oh, come on, Natasha. I have had enough of this quiet, restful retreat. Let us leave these crazy people and return to the simple life of Transylvania.
Yes, my sweet. You must forgive me for my foolish thoughts. I belong only to you.
Of course. And I promise I will never look at another woman again.
Well, goodbye, Henry. But where is Henry?
He's probably fiddling with his monster. He will never give up.
Well, goodbye, Julius T. Woodknocker and family.
Miriam! Miriam!
Harry, look! Talbot is no longer the wolfman and the moon is still in the sky.
Are you all right? I was so afraid you were like a wild man.
I feel like a normal human being again. The energy released from the doctor's machine must have cured me in some way. Miriam, I'm free! Will you marry me?
Yes! Oh! As long as it's all right with my parents.
It's all right with me as long as he wears his flea collar.
Oh, young love. Come, my darling, let us fly through the night as we used to. That's on 3.
Remember all the things he said to me.
Well, Mrs. McGonagall, you always do seem to get the dirty brakes. But that's all right. We can clean and tighten your brakes. But you'll have to stay in the garage overnight.
Oh, Gerald, just be nice to Mrs. McGonagall. She's suffered enough.
Well, I'll try. Mrs. McGonagall, I'm going to try to be nice to you. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll try. Well, Ruth, was this vacation exciting enough for you?
We came here to get away from excitement. Julius, I'll never understand you, but after 20 years of marriage, I'm going to stop trying to change you. Miriam, let that be a lesson to you. If you can't change him now, you never will.
It's a good thing he's already been changed.
That's right, my dear. But you must know that I'm a revolutionary. Well, now it's time to go. Let's lodge with my fleas in the hills. Let's flee to the lodge in the hills. Come on, Junior, we got packing to do.
It's wonderful to be me again. The doctor did cure me, even though his brain transfer machine was a failure. Igor! Where's the doctor?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was by the mommy case yelling something about his machine.
Well, I suppose we should see him later. I hope he gives up these crazy dreams of his. Come on, Miriam. Let's go take a walk in the moonlight.
No one asked me to walk in the moonlight.